Hi, this is Press of Atlantic City Sports Editor Mark Melhorn, and I'm here with our high school writer Mike McGarry, and we're going to preview the South Jersey Group 4 final, which has Harbor Township, the number 2 seed, traveling to the number 1 seed Cherokee, 1 o'clock on Saturday. Big game for the Eagles. One more a game on the road that they've had to play this year. They've only had one home game, and this has, I think, this game is, in addition to being a title game, it has a little bit more meaning for the Eagles in that it's a rematch of a game last year in the playoffs where Cherokee eliminated them in the quarterfinals.
Right, Cherokee won that game 34-18 at Cherokee. Really physically sort of manhandled EHT in that game. They ran for more than 300 yards. EHT could not stop the run in that game. It'll be interesting to see what happens on Saturday. Again, you mentioned a road game. Cherokee, one of the great settings for high school football in southern New Jersey. The stadium's kind of a bowl. It's kind of set down in the earth. They got a new artificial turf field there, so really a great setting for what should be a great game on Saturday.
Okay, our video reporter Patrick Carragher recently talked to Egg Harbor coach Tony DeRosa and quarterback Scott Miller on how important this rematch has been for them, looking forward to taking on Cherokee again.
See, what effect does last year's game get some carryover this year?
You know, last year, right about this time, we sat down with our seniors and we said, what are your goals next year? And they said goal number 1 was to win the Cape Atlantic League. We did that. Goal number 2 was to get back into the playoffs and not just be satisfied with being in the playoffs, but to win it. And goal number 3 was to prepare everything to beat Cherokee. And right here, our goal is everything that we've worked for. We got the Cape Atlantic League title, and right now we got another shot at Cherokee.
What elements of last year's loss then carries over to this game?
Well, any loss in the playoffs is going to wear on you, and we just use that this year. We don't want to feel like that anymore. We don't want to feel a loss all year. We haven't had to feel it yet, and we don't want it to come in the last game.
All right, Mike, let's talk a little bit about the keys of the game here for Egg Harbor Township. You mentioned earlier that last year they sort of got a little manhandled a little bit on the field. Cherokee rushed for more than 300 yards. What do the Eagles have to do this year to prevent the same thing from happening again?
Well, it's the same type of Cherokee team. Sean Farrell back at running back, close to 1,000 yards rushing, 21, 22 touchdowns on the season. To me, the game boils down to just two factors. It's going to be the physicalness of Cherokee, and can EHT match that physicalness and also go one better with their speed. EHT is one of the fastest teams in southern New Jersey, if not the fastest. Can their speed and quickness overcome, Cherokee? And they've got to stop the Cherokee running game. If they can't stop the Cherokee running game and get off the field defensively, they're going to struggle. So the question is, can EHT players like linebackers Zach Agostino, Dominic Moody, linebacker Shane Delaney, can they shed the blocks and get to the Cherokee ball carriers quickly, which has really been EHT's calling card on defense all season. They're not overly big, but they are extremely quick to the football and do an excellent job of gang tackling. They have to do the same thing Saturday against Cherokee. I think that's the biggest factor in the game. Last year, they couldn't stop the run. Can they stop it this year? The game is going to turn on that factor.
And you also mentioned that the team speed aspect for Egg Harbor Township, will they be able on offense and defense to utilize that speed to the best to their advantage?
Well, I think that's, we sit here and we talk about what problems Cherokee presents for EHT, but on the other side, Cherokee has got to worry about EHT's speed, and EHT's advantage is they have so many kids out there that can make plays. You got T.J. Johnson, Stephon Thomas, Joe Magus on a wide receiver, the quarterback Scott Miller, Zach Agostino at fullback. Against Tom's Ruiz, Kevin Marquise fakes a punt, picks up a key first down. EHT has 7, 8, 9 guys who can make plays. That's why they beat Tom's Ruiz. Tom's Ruiz had Nico Storetti at running back, and Marco Storetti is his brother somewhat at running back. EHT had 6, 7, 8 guys make plays in that game. That's what makes EHT tough. And can Cherokee match EHT's playmakers? That's going to be Cherokee's challenge on Saturday.
And Coach Tony DeRosa and quarterback Scott Miller talk a little bit about what they think they need to do to win this game.
Cherokee is a great football team. They have a lot of tradition there. They're a big physical football team. They run the ball very, very well. That's what they do. They run the ball well, and we have to play great defensively. We have to play sound offensively. And we have to play great special teams.
Well, like Coach said, they're a real great team. They're very balanced. They can run the ball really well. They have a good quarterback in the junior, number 7. So they can pass the ball well, and to defend that, we're going to have to be very rounded on defense as well. Offensively, we're going to have to just play our game with no mistakes and everything, and let our speed take over.
All right, Mike. So we've identified what Egg Harbor Township needs to do to beat Cherokee and avenge that match from last year. What do you think? I mean, these are probably arguably the two top teams in all of Southern New Jersey outside of Group 4.
Don't forget Hamilton.
I know Hamilton's in there too. There's some debate over that, but how do you think this game's going to play out?
I just think it'll be a great game. Group 4 finals usually are. This is the 5th straight year Cape Atlantic League American Conference team has made the Group 4 final. It's Cherokee's 3rd appearance in the last 5 years. High school football fans around here probably remember Cherokee played 2 thrilling games with Absegami in 2005 and 2006. This is going to be another great game to watch. Again, I think can the speed of EHT overcome the physical nature of Cherokee? That's what it's going to come down to.
And again, like every high school football game, there's a group of seniors. This will be their last game. Scott Miller, the quarterback for the Eagles, is one of them. He's heading to Harvard next year. He's going to talk a little bit about what this last game means to him.
I mean, this being the last game of your high school career. I mean, how do you want to go out?
A winner, definitely. I want to go 1-0 this week, 48 more minutes, and get that South Jersey Group 4 title that we've been shooting for all year.